Let's go. 60 outlaw. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On the double. Check line 54. Line 54.
Here's the 2nd year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run for it with Pollard. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating in the red zone now, Greer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacob Hollister, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Done. 380.
Block the pass. Block the pass.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Red Delta.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 23-yard
First on
line.
travel.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. They'll run on first down. Hines. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Play action. It's Greer. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Run for Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jets take over first and 10. They're on 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Rivers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Rivers now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He's got a 1st down past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Hey, Charlie.
38-yard line.
54.
From the 38, Greer. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 33 yards that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. And it looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. From the 22, Greer. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet with all those extra bodies.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A 4-yard pickup. That gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And Jeffrey's got it. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Come on now, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run with Hines. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Naeem Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that'll make it 24-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to work. There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered. How did they get that done? Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jerome Baker coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
60 or. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They are going for it. Here's Greer. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They go right back to Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They're going to go. It's Greer. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Rip left, rip left. Wait! 26, check 26. Watch the 4.
Rivers now, the throw on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
Check, 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 check.
On second down now, it's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Rivers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
15
On first down, it's Hines. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
18 Gator.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Pollard. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Hey, 7.
First down, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Rivers on 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to get...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Hey, easy.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
90.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, Rivers. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
50, come on, QB, come on.
Now.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
54's Mike.
Squeeze.
Cut.
Throwing now, Greer. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Tucker now to add the... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Open man, the tight end fails. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they will take a knee here.
Block 11!
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys...